Good morning, friends. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are staying safe. My name is Rondon, and I'm in a good company. I'm in the company of...
Hi, my name is RP.
I'm Bill.
And this is Luca. We are going to have fun today. We're going to show you another STEM activity. We're going to do a STEM activity that is called edible rocks. We all know that we should not be eating rocks. However, we are in the kitchen today. We are going to use the ingredients and the tools for the kitchen to help you make edible rocks. In our learning center, located in close to Tulsa, Oklahoma, in a small town called Kellyville, we are teaching and educating our professionals about the rock science and about the earth science. Today, we're going to teach you about the rock cycle. Okay? And as we all know that you guys like rocks, do you like rocks, Luca? Nabil, do you like rocks?
Yes.
We're going to be helping you make edible rocks. Okay? So with that introduction, I'm going to pass it to Arfi that is going to teach us and help us to learn what are the ingredients and the tools that we need.
Hello, great wanderers. These are the example of rock. As you see, there are some type of it. Are you wondering how is it classified? And the most important thing is, how does it form? Well, you come to the right session, because today, as Hans already teased, we're gonna create the edible rock cycle. And by the end of the session, we're gonna have a puzzle challenge. So what is it? Stay tuned with us, and we're gonna be right there. So to start with this activity, Nabil gonna explain a little bit about the ingredients and also the tools that you're gonna need.
So the first thing you need is graham crackers.
Yeah, so this is the graham crackers. You can put it in a zip bag.
Your favorite kind of biscuit. Right now I choose Oreos.
Excellent.
And here I have my favorite kind of cereal, which is Lucky Charms.
Okay, awesome.
So right here I have another favorite part of my cereal, which is Cheerios.
Yep. And also the most important thing is, Nabil?
Chocolate.
Exactly, the chocolate.
Any kind of chocolate. Right
Any
here
kind,
I chose chocolate bar and chocolate wafer.
Yeah, so these chocolate bars is kind of hard to melt. These chocolate wafers is easy to melt. So anything, it should be work, anything that can be melt. Remember, when you do anything with heat, please ask your parent for help. And how about the tools, Nabil? What are the tools we're gonna need?
So you're gonna need some tinfoil, an ice pack, a container, and a spoon.
Awesome. So as you see, we have also a chocolate fondue machine here. It doesn't necessary to be at your house. Again, you can use your parents' help to melting this chocolate. All right, Hans. So
Thank
we
you.
will conclude. Yeah.
Thank you, Arfi and Nabil. Okay, so we will continue and start by mentioning that in our rock cycle, we need to start by understanding what are the different layers that we have in the earth. So Nabil has here a nice explanation of what are the different layers.
This is a globe. And right here, we have the centers of the earth. So, right here, it's the inner core, which is solid, and this right here is the outer core, which is liquid, and here is the mantle. Right here, the green stuff is the continental land, which is mostly land. In this, we have the oceanic crust, which is water.
So if you've been wondering how the mountains are formed,
so the earth rotating around and colliding each other, so they made a crack like this. I wonder how mountains are formed.
So the mountains, it's a good question, Nabil. Okay, let's see how the mountains are formed. Let's just start by saying that that layer that is very thin, and for that we're gonna think about an egg. This is gonna be similar to the earth right here. Did you know that the crust of the earth is a very thin layer? Pretty much like the shell of an egg, right? So You look at the shell of an egg, this one is very, very, very thin, as you guys can probably see it over here. That is how thin, in comparison to the other layers, it is the crust of the earth. And that one is made of rocks. Okay? So let's see how the mountains form. Luca is going to help us with that over here. So, as Nabil said, we're going to have two tectonic plates that are going to be moving towards each other. So we're going to have a tectonic plate in this side and a tectonic plate over here. And they're going to be moving one toward each other very closely, very slowly. And one of them is going to subside and the other one is going to raise, creating those mountains. That's how the mountains are formed with the tectonic plates. Thank you, Luca, for the explanation. Did you like the mountain that you made? Thank you, Luca. All right, now, when this tectonic plate subsides and goes under, it's going to heat up and it's going to melt and it's going to transform into magma. And that magma, it could come up to the surface in a volcano, through a volcano. And that's why hot lava, when we play hot lava at home, we cannot touch it. It's really, really hot. It's a fluid surface. So now, we're going to start learning about the rock cycle. The first type of rock is the igneous rock. So Arfi, can you tell our friends about the igneous rock?
Awesome. Yes. So igneous rock, as Hans mentioned earlier, we have magma inside, below this mountain inside the earth. So when this magma discharges out, it's discharging lava. So when it's coming out of this mountain, it's called lava. Over time, lava will have been cooling down and become solid. When it becomes solid, it creates an igneous rock. Because it was outside, this is what we call with extrusive igneous rock. So how about the rest? Some of those magma was still going to flow and it is inside of the mountain. So those are formed inside the mountain, and again, over time, because of cooling down, it will become solid. And this, because it's inside of the mountain, we call it intrusive igneous rock. So to recap again, igneous rock created from magma. If it's out, it becomes lava and then cooling down. The cooling down effect, when it becomes solid, it becomes extrusive igneous rock. When it's inside, it is intrusive igneous rock. So that's how it formed. So to summarize again, magma and then cooling down and it becomes igneous rock. So how is that going to be translated to our activity? So we're going to have some fun here. So the first thing we're going to do, so we have this beautiful mountain and also this beautiful magma. So let's say that the magma was spreading out. So what now we're going to do is we're going to put this in top layer here. And we're going to spread this discharged magma out and now become lava. So this lava, as you can see, over time it's having cooling down and it's going to be a solid form. So when it changed to be solid, again, we call it igneous rock, because outside is extrusive igneous rock. All right, that's pretty cool, guys. So now what happens if you don't have this photo machine? So all you need to do again is this ice pack and also the tin foil. So just go ahead, spread this chocolate in the top of the tin foil nicely to create those layers of igneous rock. So this lava, guys, you can see it start cooling down. It's cooling down over time. It's gonna take you about 2 to 3 minutes to completely cooling down and become solid and become igneous rock. Right, thank you, Nabil. So now we have the already pre-made, which is being solid for around 2-3 minutes. So in translate, in real time, it can be a million years. So this how the beautiful igneous rock look like. So again, that lava become the igneous rock. And that is how the igneous rock is formed.
Wow, that was a very good explanation, Alfie. Thank you very much. So now again, we are looking at the rock cycle. And the first rock that we just learned about is the igneous rock. Now we're going to get into the second type of rock that we have. That second type of rock is the sedimentary rock. All right, very good. So, Alfie, do you want to tell us how a rock goes from igneous into a sediment and then into a sedimentary rock?
Awesome. So, as Hank mentioned earlier, the key word here is the sediment. So what is sediment? So at the beginning, you know that when the rock becomes solid, it becomes igneous rock. And when it becomes igneous rock, it then having what we call a weathering process. So one of the example of weathering process, we call it a physical weathering. So this, as you see, the rock are splitted. So weathering means over time it's exposed to some extreme temperature or temperatures. When it's cooling down, it becomes split like this. So when this rock have those weathering effect, it then cracked into small pieces. So those small pieces of rock, what we call with sediment, or then carried away with erosion and transported to some places where it then become accommodated. So let's say at this example, those tiny little pieces, what we call sediment now, is transported to the bottom of the sea. So when it collected at the bottom of the sea and more rock piling up, it creates a process where the top are compacting to the bottom. So this is what we call with compaction process. So sediment being compacted, and then once it compacted, you know that we have those sea salt particles in the sea that was replaced, the molecule that was bound for that sediment, and then also create a bond like a glue, and we call this process cementation. When it's piling over again, the beauty thing about this sedimentary rock, it creates multi-layers, guys. So this then what we call with sedimentary rock. So to recap, an igneous rock formed from a magma that was cooling down. It became igneous rock. When igneous rock have weathering and erosion, it becomes sediment. And with sediment having compaction and cementation, it becomes sedimentary rock. So once again, how is that going to translate to our activity?
Okay, very good. So continuing the process of the rock cycle. We go from the igneous rock, and then through weathering of erosion, those two physical processes, it goes into a sedimentary rock through cementation and compaction. That's the first two steps in the rock cycle, guys. So now we're going to see how we're going to make a sedimentary rock. Can you show us that, Arthur?
For sure. So what you need again, guys, so the first layer we're going to have is the graham crackers. So go ahead now, Bill, cross this out. You can use the spoon. Spoon is the safest thing. And remember, guys, before starting this activity, mixing anything, make sure to wash your hands adequately. Keep it going, Nabil. All right. Thank you, Nabil. And then we have this. This is the already made, pre-made, your first layer of sedimentary rock. So what we're gonna do here, Nabil? Go ahead, Nabil. So what do you call this again, Nabil? Sediment? Yep. And to get this sediment to be sedimentary rock, what you need, Nabil? Compacting and cementation, right? So for cementation material, we're gonna use this butter. So we're gonna melt this butter for the next 30 seconds.
So meanwhile, we're going to talk about cementation. In the rocks, the cementation occurs in the underground with some other chemical processes, and the type of materials and minerals that create the cementation are typically a calcite or carbonates. All right, so what else?
All right.
It's almost about time.
Yeah, timing, Mr. Hans. So go ahead, Nabil, let's create the bonding. Let's glue this sediment just adequately, so about a tablespoon is okay. So yeah, mix it.
Mix it.
All right, and then compact it again.
So the butter is creating the cementation here, is the cementing material of the sediments to become a rock later on.
Perfect, Nabil, thank you.
And the compaction is occurring with the weight and just the pressure.
All right, and then our second layer here, we're gonna create it from your favorite crackers. So go ahead, Nabil, crush it again. Perfect, and we have the pre-made again to save our time because we have limited time here. So once again, go ahead, spread this.
So we have some rocks that are like red color right now, Arfi. Have you seen red colored rocks in reality? Well, that could be, Nabil, because that could happen through oxidation of the iron content in the rock.
All right.
And we continue to compact this sedimentary
And
rock.
the most concrete example that we had before, this is your igneous rock, which is formed from cooling down chocolate or cooling down lava, right? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna crush this. Go ahead, Nabil, just crush it. Yep. Same process, right? So you see, we have this lovely sediment now that is settled at these layers of sedimentary rock. And we're gonna do now is doing the compaction and also the cementation. Once again, the beautiful thing about this sedimentary rock, it creates multi-layers, right? And one most important is, this is where the fossil are trapped, like the dinosaur fossil. So this small marshmallow, let's say this is the fossil of the dinosaurs. So let's go ahead, spread this around. And then let's continue to the next layer. We're gonna have our favorite cereal here. Go ahead, Nabil. Crush your favorite cereal. So again, this is representing the physical weathering. Your rock gonna be crushed over time. And to represent that, we have this already done. And go ahead, Nabil, you can pour this. Okay, perfect. Yep, go ahead. And then remember to add your, what do you call this thing again, Nabil?
Butter.
Butter or cementation process. Exactly. All right, make sure you stir it well, and then let's just pack it. Let's just compact it. Make sure we have a good compaction. And the last layer of your sedimentary rock is gonna be our graham crackers again. So we have our pre-made. So just go ahead, pour a little bit of this. Right. Pour a little bit of it. And then the leaf rest for the fossil challenge. And remember to add your cementing material again. We do cementation here. We compact them. And there you go. As you see, we have multi-layer here. And that's what sedimentary rock are for. So the bottom one is the oldest rock. When it becomes younger, the youngest one is at the top. And this is how the sedimentary rock form, and this is the layer.
And that is what is called the principal or superposition. Yes.
Very good.
Very good. So now that we have learned about sedimentary igneous rocks, now it's natural that we continue with our rock cycle. Let's move on. The next type of rock that we are going to learn is now going to be the metamorphic rock. So how do we go from sedimentary into metamorphic rock? And what is metamorphic rock, Arfi?
Awesome. Thank you, Han. So remember, like inside of this earth, right? So when these multi-layers of sedimentary rock are formed, remember that you still have that heat from the core, the earth will keep moving. And inside, when this heat are transmitted, and then also you have this compaction pressure from the top, this rock that was in between that have affected by heat and also pressure, then it transformed to other form of rock, what we call with metamorphic rock. So to recap again, we have the beginning magma, and then cooling down, it became igneous rock. And then igneous rock have weathering and erosion, it becomes sediment. And when sediment are compacted or having compaction and cementation, it becomes sedimentary rock. And when sedimentary rock exposed with heat and also pressure, it becomes metamorphic rock.
All right, thank you, Arfi. So then that closes our cycle, because now we are learning that we can go from igneous rock to sedimentary rock back into another type of rock, which is metamorphic rock with the help of pressure and temperature. And then if that rock gets heat up again and it goes into our magma, it could become another igneous rock one more time.
Exactly. And that's completing the whole cycle.
That is the rock cycle, guys.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so for the last step, remember we have these beautiful layers of sedimentary rock. And remember that you have this chocolate, and also you have the marshmallow one, which is your fossil. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna apply heat first, and then we're gonna press it. Okay, so we're gonna put this inside the microwave for 30 seconds. And again, be caution, guys. This may need your parents' help because the bottom one will be hot. Okay, so be careful and always ask your parents' help.
That's the two physical processes that we apply to build a metamorphic rock: the pressure and the temperature. In this case, we're applying the temperature first, and then we will apply the pressure. And you can do this in your kitchen. All right, so I think it's time.
Perfect.
Yep.
All right.
So that's temperature, and now Nabil is going to apply some
So
pressure.
we're going to apply some pressure here. Go ahead, Nabil, press it gently. We're going to give some pressure here.
Smells good.
Smells good.
We're compacting
Oh,
it.
yeah, this smells good, guys. All right. Okay. Thank you, Nabil. So what you want to do next is basically try just to make an even layer. So you want to make this even a little bit. And there you go. So right now you have this beautiful chocolate and also delicious marshmallow are melted. and it changed to something else, which is your metamorphic rock. And that, guys, is completing our rock cycle, and this smells good.
Okay, so we can put this, once you're done, you can put it into the refrigerator. And how long we have to wait?
So it typically 30 minutes to 1 hour, guys, to put it in the fridge.
We had this one already prepared a while ago. So this one has been in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes to 1 hour.
Yep. And we mentioned you before that we're going to do fossil challenge, right? So guys, it's beautiful to share, especially at this time. So what you can do, you can create your own complete rock cycle, edible rock cycle with whatever you have at home and share it to your friends. Challenge them, hey, what kind of shape you have? And also, at the end of the session, if you have frosting, you can create a fossil challenge here. So what it is, basically, Nabil already drew a fossil earlier, and he claimed it. What is this, Nabil, again?
Caveman.
A caveman fossil. So basically, he done this, right? And now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna cover this with the leftover. And there you go, leftover, and then the kids can then, you can challenge this, your friend, guess what it is, and they can dig with a brush, just like you do a fossil.
Okay. All right, friends, and that is our rock cycle. We started this journey by learning about the 3 different rocks: igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic rock. Thank you, Arfi. Thank you, Nabil, for the help. I hope you guys enjoy the rock that you guys are going to prepare at home. If you didn't have the chance to follow us through, you can also watch the show later on YouTube. Thank you very much, and we'll see you
See you again, guys.
next time. Thank you.
Thank you.